Kraft Singles, the cheese everyone in America grew up with and all like to dunk on. Mainly because of their belief that it's made of plastic, but that's just because of an unfortunate choice of wording. To understand, Kraft Singles are individually wrapped slices of American cheese, which you can spot in the cheese aisle because it's the one threatening all the other cheeses. They were invented by Norman Kraft, who was the titular bro in J.L. Kraft & Bros in Chicago. His older brother, the titular J.L., was the first to patent processed cheese in 1916, which was cheddar cheese that was melted down, mixed with sodium phosphate to prevent fat from pooling at the surface so it'll keep for longer, like they do during an embalming, and then re-solidifying it and selling it in cans, like they do after an embalming. The reason he did this was because he worked for a cheese distributor and wanted to eliminate the problem of cheese spoiling in shipping and Europeans not having enough things to make fun of us about. The singles didn't come out until 1950 as Kraft Deluxe processed slices and were the world's first commercially packaged pre-sliced cheese, originally coming 8 to a pack, but before being individually wrapped in 1956, they'd all just stick together and everyone just thought they were a normal block of cheese, which seemed big for a single grilled cheese sandwich. They were renamed Kraft Singles in 1965, and their success led to a 150% increase in sales and now come in varieties such as sharp cheddar, pepper jack, caramelized onion, garlic and herb, jalapeno, and parents are coming home late from work. Kraft slices are just one version of the much maligned American cheese, which is usually made of cheddar or Colby or a blend of both that has been described as the meatloaf of cheese. But technically it can only be called that if it's made in the meatloaf region of America. The legal term for American cheese is pasteurized processed American cheese, defined as, and get ready to dry your drool, a stable concoction of natural cheese bits mixed with emulsifying agents into a homogeneous plastic mass. Plastic being the word that's causing confusion, but actually is just used to mean something moldable, which would also apply to most any so-called better cheeses. The singles fall into the subcategory of pasteurized processed cheese food, which requires them to be made up of at least 51% real cheese, so they're legally not gross, and it's illegal for you to say otherwise. My review? Okay, I'll say it. These are kinda gross. They have a very mild and kinda artificial taste, but the texture is very strange and almost gelatinous. That being said, these have their place. Countless kids have used this to make their first grilled cheese. Countless sandwiches have gotten a little boost from them, and countless dogs have finally taken their pills because of these. Plus, the individual wrapping is fun, so my rating out of 5 slices is 1.2.